Hello, Ickle Pickle Magic fans. How's it going? It's Adam, your favorite magic maker, right here at the shop. I've got a couple things I want to show you today. First off, had some requests for refills for the Crossing Out Sin. So I am now selling refill packs that comes with an extra bottle of the Sin chemical, as well as an extra packet of the crystals that go into the cross. So those are available if you just go to the Crossing Out Sin item page on the website. There's an extra option for that. You can choose either or that way. They're $14.95, so about half the price of the original. It comes with the same amount of both chemicals as the original packaging. So get that out of the way. As I mentioned in my last video briefly, I did update the wholesale terms on the website. So if you are a wholesale buyer, go on there and click on the wholesale button up at the top. It'll take you to a page kind of outlining all of that. We've got a tier system with different levels of discounts depending on your annual spending amount and everything. So if you have any questions about that, feel free to reach out. Otherwise, you can click on the wholesale application button on there and fill that out. It's a Google form. It'll take you there. So you will need a Gmail address, but it'll have you put in your preferred email address. So even if your Gmail address is not the one that you prefer to use or normally use, just know that. So not a big deal that way. So look forward to getting some wholesale orders going out here soon. I've started getting a few of those, so I appreciate all of those. And then I got a couple of tricks that I want to show you today and highlight. It's been a little bit since I've highlighted a couple tricks. So I was out today. I had a Chamber of Commerce meeting, and it was out in Brown County, Indiana, which is kind of the hilly, pretty part of Indiana that's not flat. So if you've ever been to the area, I've heard it referred to as the Appalachia of the Midwest before. Not sure if that was a positive or supposed to be an insult, but I think it was a positive because I love the Smokies and the Appalachia area and everything, and I love Brown County. It's really pretty out there, especially this time of year because the leaves have started changing. Made me think, what kind of fall items do we have here at Ickle Pickle? And it made me think of this awesome trick right here. This is called the pumpkin patch. So you can see we've got just this handkerchief that's got a bunch of different fall leaves and pumpkins and everything on it. And if we gather up the corners just like this, we make a little basket, like we're going to go out and gather some items. We can reach down in the basket, and what do we get? Right here we can pull out all of these little, I can reach them in there. We've got some little pumpkin seeds. That's right, pumpkin seeds right here in the middle of our basket, right in there. I'm sure it came out of some of these pumpkins that are in there, but it got me thinking, I love to eat pumpkin seeds. This time of year, kids are carving jack-o'-lanterns, and I love to scoop out all the seeds, roast them, put some salt and some butter on them, get them roasted nice and crispy, and I can snack for days on those. But got me thinking, if we take these seeds and we plant them, we can get a whole pumpkin, and maybe we can make some pumpkin pie or carve a jack-o'-lantern. So, we take this, and this can represent the ground here. And if we put these seeds right back in our ground and plant them, right, just like that. I don't know how long it would take, but eventually, the ground breaks down those seeds and gets them to where they are, soaked into the ground, and they start to germinate. And, eventually, if we look down in there again, we can bunch up a basket just like that, and we can reach down in there, and we get our own little pumpkin. Look at that. Just get a little pumpkin. This is called the pumpkin patch. And we've got a couple different prints on them. There's a couple of them that are a little bit more of a Halloween print. Most of them are this fall print. but they are online. It's called the Pumpkin Patch Devil's Hanky. If you go on to the website and search for that. Fun little trick. I really enjoy them. It's a great one for this time of year because it's fall themed and it's not just Halloween themed, so it'll last you all through, you know, November up until Thanksgiving. So great trick there. So that is the pumpkin patch. And then I also wanted to show you this trick if you haven't seen it. Everybody has seen the old silk blow tubes, right? But you know, back in the old days, we had the silk blow tubes, and there was a problem because the method that made them connect would sometimes roll off of the edge, or you know, it would break in the middle of a performance before you got to use it and everything. This does not use the same method to connect them. So if you take it and you start feeding your silks in here just like this, and then you put your silk right here in the middle just like that. And we're going to do it one more time with the last silk here, just like this. All right, now, if we put all of these into the tube just like this, we're going to wave our hand, snap our fingers, and give a little boo-doo-doo-doo, and just like that, they are now all tied together one more time. Exactly. So this is the Silk Blow Tube 2.0 Deluxe method. It is an updated method. I first saw this, Pickle came out with it several years ago. I saw it at a convention and thought it was genius the way that it works and doesn't use the rubber bands like the old one did, because you know those rubber bands were finicky, and then you had to go, you know, find somewhere that whenever you ran out with the ones that came with and everything. So this has no disposable parts to it at all. So you got it. As long as you have your silks, you're good to go on that. So check that out. It's called Silk Blow Tubes 2.0. We've got the Pumpkin Patch Devil's Hank, and we've got the refills for Crossing Out Sin. Got plenty of all of those ready to go out this week. You know, get your orders in ASAP, and we can get them to you probably in time for our Halloween shows even still. You know, because we've got about a week and a half until Halloween. Hopefully you've got some fall festivals booked up. I've got some trunk or treats this weekend that I'm doing stuff for, so looking forward to that. So I'll let you guys get back to your day, and I'm going to get back to mine, and I'll say pickle out.